Hey everyone. Okay. So just gonna let people log on first and make sure everyone's here before I get started. All right, so if someone can comment below and let me know if the sound is working and if everything's working all right, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. So just moved into the townhouse officially this week. Our place is a little messy, so sorry if you glance and see some boxes everywhere, but gonna wait a little bit longer and then get started. So I'm a Ravenclaw, in case you can't see my shirt. Have my diffuser necklace, because I was super nervous. This is my first Facebook Live ever, so I got my oils in here. I need to relax. But okay, so I'm just gonna get started right now because I know Facebook limits you at like an hour. Awesome, sound works. Okay, so let me know where you're logging in from and watching from, and also comment what your house is. I'm super excited to know who belongs in what. But before we continue, I just want to say that I'm not a medical professional, so please don't ask me to diagnose, treat, or refer you to specific essential oils in regards to any of that. We can only talk about supporting the systems and being above the wellness line. We can't talk about essential oils treating anything. And this is going to be about Young Living essential oils because that's what I personally use at home. Hufflepuff hat. Okay, hi Christina. Okay, so this class is going to be about living a healthier lifestyle using essential oils through another passion of mine, which is Harry Potter. So a lot of people can relate to Harry Potter, but they don't really understand how essential oils work or where to get the right kind. So be ready for all the Harry Potter analogies because I'm about to nerd out. And spoiler alert if you haven't read the books, by the way, because I'm going to be referencing to a lot of the books. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. If you don't know me, my name is Adarina Stephanie Wynn. I'm a licensed massage therapist and I live in Houston, Texas. 2013 was a really bad year for me emotionally. It was my last year of college. I went through a lot of emotional trauma, I guess you could say. I had a lot of friendships that ended. A lot of my friends graduated, and there was a lot of betrayal that happened in that year for me. So kind of like how Sirius felt when he found out that Pettigrew betrayed the Potters, that anger that he had, that's what I had inside me, not just that year, but for like the 2 years following afterwards. So J.K. Rowling talks about the Dementors in her books being an analogy for depression. For this, I want you to think of that a step further. So don't think of the Dementors just as depression. Think of them as every single bad emotion that you ever feel, whether it's stress, anxiety, fear, anger, anything that brings negativity to your life, that is your Dementor, okay? So, yeah, 2013 was really rough. Also, I'm like the type of person where I don't know how to deal with emotions very well. I'm very introverted and I keep things to myself. So I was never fond of crying in front of people or telling people how I felt. I kind of just held it all in. And then I didn't know how to effectively release all of that. So my outlet was dancing. I did ballet for like over 20 years and I stopped dancing when I graduated. And then when I stopped dancing, I lost my outlet to express my emotions. So I didn't know what to do. And I kind of like I changed a lot personality-wise. I used to be very negative. Now I try to be more positive, be happier, and law of attraction, everything. So I kind of asked the universe, I was like, I'm tired of feeling so emotionally down and I don't know what to do. Like, I just want something positive in my life. So in August of 2015, my mom got me my premium starter kit from Young Living. I had no idea like what to do with it, but I love getting packages. It's like my favorite thing in the world. Every time I get an Amazon package, like there are some people who order their kit and then they just like leave it in the corner and it collects dust. Like, I don't understand that. I like opened everything and I was like smelling all my oils and I was like, ooh, this is nice. But think of your essential oils as a Patronus. Okay, we're gonna get more into that later. So I started noticing like small emotional and physical changes, but it wasn't enough to like really convince me or change my mind that that these were working. Like, I didn't understand how a little bottle of essential oil could, you know, like change me or whatever. But yeah, so when my mom and I decided we were gonna open a holistic center, I was like, okay, well, I need to offer more than just like Swedish and deep tissue massage. I need to offer something that is going to set us apart from everyone else. And she was like, okay, well, why don't you try doing raindrop technique? I was like, all right, what is that? So she got me the raindrop kit and like it just like sat in the corner for a while. I was like, I don't know what this is. And then eventually I was like, okay, no, I need to get my stuff together. So I watched the DVD and I was like, oh, this is easy, but I'm like a hands-on learner. So I was like, I need to actually like practice on someone. So I reached out to a couple people and turns out my mom's mentor who introduced her to Young Living is also a massage therapist. So she was like, oh yeah, you know, come up and see me and I'll train you how to do the raindrop technique. So I was like, cool, okay. And she just like opened the doors for me. Like, okay, you know how Hagrid told Harry he was a wizard and Harry was like, what? Like, he didn't really believe it, but it was exciting. That's how I felt when she was telling me all this stuff about essential oils. I was like, okay, that's cool, you know, whatever. And then she did the raindrop technique on me. So raindrop technique is 9 essential oils we put on the bottom of your feet and on your back. And what they do is they work at a cellular level. So they go in and they stimulate all the nerve cells that come out of your spine. It's extremely relaxing. It helps you release a lot of suppressed memories, emotions. It's just like a mental relaxation. So as I was getting my raindrop, I was like, I've never been so relaxed in my entire life. I've had a lot of massages. Like just going through massage therapy school, I had to do 100 hours of Swedish massage. So I know what relaxing is supposed to be like. And this was like an entirely different level. And it was at that moment where I was like, okay, like I get it. This is a real thing. This is not just some sort of placebo or whatever. Like this, there is something to it. So kind of like how when Harry saw Diagon Alley for the first time, he was like, okay, now I believe that the wizarding world exists. That was how I felt with the essential oils. Like that was my moment. So ever since then, I absolutely love the oils. I use them on everything for everyone. At my massage office, like I use them on all of my clients and I diffuse them all day, every day. I just think they're super important. My dogs have their own stuff too. It's just like the best decision ever. But if you're a Young Living member, put a little heart or like a like or something. I don't know. I just want to see who all is a member out of curiosity. Okay, so what exactly are essential oils? They've been around for over 5,000 years in all cultures. You know, there are references in numerous holy scriptures So like I mentioned earlier, this is like your Patronus, okay? It's the most powerful part of a plant. So whenever you break a plant, there's an oil that goes to the broken part of the plant in order to repair it. That's what essential oils do to the plant, and they can also do that to our bodies and our minds and our emotions and whatnot. They're usually distilled or cold pressed from flowers, shrubs, fruit rinds, resins, roots, and herbs. They're potent, so that means that they are 100 times stronger than herbs, and they have like one of the highest frequencies. The higher the frequency something is, the better and healthier it is for you. They're also volatile, so they can change from a liquid to a gas really easily. And they're versatile, so that means you can use them in so many different ways. So in order to understand how essential oils work, you need to understand how smell works. Your sense of smell is the strongest sense in the body because it works with the limbic system. So the limbic system is what stores your memories. Just like how Hermione, whenever she smells the love potion, and it smells like Ron, but she can't really put her finger on it. That's how strong your sense of smell is. So a lot of people associate fall with like pumpkin spice. You know, it's not fall until there's pumpkin spice everywhere. It can be bad memories, good memories, literally anything. So very powerful. In order to join Young Living, you have to purchase a starter kit. So think of your starter kit as your Hogwarts acceptance letter, okay? Okay, so they have 4 different starter kits that you can choose from. They have a basic starter kit at $45. This one is perfect if you are on a budget or if you want to customize your starter kit. So they've got a ton of products, like over 500 products that you can pick from. If one of the other kits doesn't like really fit your groove or you want something different, like go with the basic and you can just customize what you want. The next one is the premium starter kit. So this is like the best deal. It's the only thing that's half off on Young Living's site. It comes with 10 essential oils and a diffuser. Its total price is like $312, I believe, and you get it for $160. Like that's an awesome deal. The next starter kit is a Thieves starter kit. So this one is great if you are trying to focus on living a chemical-free lifestyle first. This one is also $160. This will replace all of those chemical products that are in your home. And then the last one is the Ningxia Red starter kit. So if you are interested in like supplements or taking care of your body first, Ningxia Red is the way to go, and that kit is $170. But for this class and Facebook Live video, we are going to talk specifically on the premium starter kit, which comes with the 10 essential oils and the diffuser, okay? So there's 3 different ways that you can use essential oils. The first one is aromatic, which means you can smell it straight from the bottle or you can put it in a diffuser. So this is the diffuser, one of the diffusers that comes in your premium starter kit. How you use it is you take this top cone off, then there's a little smaller cone inside, and in here where that red dot is, you're going to fill it up with cold water, and you're going to put a couple drops of whatever essential oil you want. And my diffuser in the back, I have a pumpkin spice blend going on to celebrate Harry Potter in the fall. So I put nutmeg, clove, orange, and cinnamon bark essential oils in there. It also replaces, and then you just put the little cone, big cone back on, and then there is a button right here. You press that. The first time you press it, it has the blue light like in the back over there. The second time you press it, turns the light off, but it still diffuses. So if you don't like sleeping with any lights on, that one's good. You can do that. And then the third time you press it, it just turns everything off. I have a diffuser in like every home, every room in our townhouse. We're still unpacking, but there's one in every room. And it replaces all of the candles and fragrances because it's so much healthier for you. Like, you know, plug-ins and candles are so bad. Like, they're like, you're breathing in chemicals. There's formaldehyde in your candles, in case you didn't know. Okay, so the next way you can use essential oils is topically. So you can put it directly onto your skin, which is called neat, or you can use it with a carrier oil. So a carrier oil is anything like coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed, jojoba, like stuff that you would cook with. That's a carrier oil. A lot of people think that health is all about what you eat and how much you exercise, and they really don't think about how much that what you put on your skin and breathe into your home and into your lungs is like more important. Personally, I think it's more important because your skin isn't a barrier, it's a carrier. Everything you put on your skin, it gets directly absorbed into your bloodstream, okay? So when you eat something, it goes through some sort of filter through your digestive system. That doesn't happen with your skin. So think of every product that you use that has chemical ingredients in them as a Horcrux. People react differently to them. Just like how Ron was more affected by the necklace Horcrux than Harry and Hermione were. Yeah, so some people, they break out into rashes, they get headaches, they're very sensitive to smells. Those are the synthetic smells, okay? Those are fake smells, all right? So the more you put these Horcruxes on your skin, the more you breathe them into your home, the more it's going to damage your health, okay? Young Living essential oils are like little Patronuses all over your home that'll actually protect you. So I no longer wear any perfumes or fragrant lotions or anything like that. I only wear my essential oils, and I get compliments on them all the time. And as for like moisturizing my skin, because some of you are like, well, what do you use instead of lotion? Coconut oil. And I just change up what essential oil I mix it in with every day so I can smell different every day, and it's fantastic. But if you don't believe me, go to the website ewg.org, or you can download the Think Dirty app. So if someone can put that in the comments just so that other people can refer back to it. But the Think Dirty app is personally my favorite. Basically, you can go around your home and like look up all of the products that you're using. It's actually really terrifying, and it'll rate you and tell you how toxic it is for you and your body. I like when I downloaded the app and I was looking at everything, I literally went around and like just dumped everything in the trash. But anyways, one chemical ingredient that I really want everybody to be aware of, if like this is the only thing you want to take away from this Facebook Live video, is the word fragrance. Okay, if the word fragrance is in your ingredients, like just throw it out, because fragrance is a blanket term that companies can put on their bottles to hide other chemicals that they're using. They don't have to disclose what chemicals are in the fragrance. So kind of, it's like a Marauder's map, yeah? So in order to see the map of Hogwarts and everything, you have to say the specific words so that the map can reveal itself. Otherwise, you have no idea what's going on. Like that is what fragrance is, okay? The damages that it does to your body, it happens over time. It doesn't happen right away. It takes years and years. Just like it took many years for Voldemort to become who he became, along with creating his Horcruxes. Like, he didn't do that in, like a week. It took years for him to transform. Some of you are like, well, I've been using this stuff for like 15, 14, whatever, however many years you've been using them. You're like, what's the point? It is never too late to change, okay? Like, imagine if Wormtail hadn't decided to change and help Ron and Harry escape Bellatrix's dungeon. Like, there would not have been a Harry and Ron. I mean, granted, he did die for it, but he did change, okay? He became a better person the last 5 minutes of his life. It's never too late. Sorry, tangent. Okay, so the last way you can use essential oils is by ingesting them. So Young Living has created a line specifically for dietary use, which is called the Vitality line. And it is GRAS approved by the FDA. So the oils in the bottles are exactly the same. The only thing that's different is the label. So like Vitality oils will have a white label. Regular essential oils will have like a colorful one, okay? So these two are both lemon. Just this one says it's okay for me to ingest it, cook with it, drink it, whatever. This one says it's good just for aromatic or topical use. And just like how you go to the grocery store, there's coconut oil in like the cooking section, there's coconut oil in the beauty section. The FDA says you cannot have a product that is for cosmetic use along with ingestion. So you have to have two separate labels, and that is what Young Living did in order to stay in line with the FDA. So using essential oils topically and internally is super good for you because they are very high in antioxidants. Okay, antioxidants help fight against free radicals. Free radicals actually make you look and feel older. Yeah. So Young Living has actually created a special drink in order to fight the antioxidants. And it's this beautiful little baby. It's called Ningxia Red. You get 2 of these packets in your premium starter kit to try it out. So once you get your kit, just pop these in the refrigerator, shake it up, and then drink it, and it's amazing. So Ningxia Red is basically your liquid luck and the Sorcerer's Stone like combined. So real quick, I'm going to explain how antioxidants work. We tend to hear the word all the time, and we're like, oh, yeah, I know antioxidants are supposed to be good for you, but people don't actually understand what they do. So think of your body as the wizarding world without Voldemort in it, okay? Like everything is peaceful, everyone's happy, you know, we're all working together. And then your free radical is Voldemort, trying to come in and disrupt and destroy everything that is just perfect and happy. Who is the one wizard that Voldemort is afraid of? Dumbledore. Dumbledore is your antioxidant, okay? So when you have a bunch of Dumbledores, Voldemort is not going to try and come in and ruin everything, yeah? So the antioxidants fight off the free radicals. Ningxia Red is part of my Essential Rewards order every month. So what that is, Essential Rewards is a monthly ordering program that helps you save money, and it makes it super easy to transition to a chemical-free, Horcrux-free lifestyle, okay? It's all about consistency. You know, if Harry wasn't consistently practicing his Patronus charm, he would have never achieved his full Patronus, which then would have led to him not being able to teach, you know, everybody else in Dumbledore's army. And if Dumbledore's army they wouldn't have been as successful if they weren't constantly having their meetings and practicing defense against the dark arts all the time, yeah? So, and in contrast to that, because Harry didn't practice his occlumency like he was supposed to, Voldemort was able to trick him, which resulted in the death of Sirius. And yes, I blame Harry for that. I don't care, be mad at me. It's his fault. But think of what you are amazing and what amazing thing that you can do that is unique to you alone, yeah? So how long did you have to work at it consistently, keyword consistently, in order to achieve the level that you are right now, okay? So you're probably wondering why Young Living, like what makes Young Living so great? Young Living is the Hogwarts of all magical schools, okay? It is the best wizarding school in the wizarding world, all right? They're the world leader in therapeutic grade essential oils. They were founded by Gary Young and have over 25 years of experience. And they provide the seed to seal guarantee. So seed to seal is a promise that since when the seed is sourced to the time that it is bottled, Young Living uses the highest standards to make their products and the earth better. So they have farms worldwide so that the plants can thrive in their particular environment. You don't want to try and grow like palm trees up in Canada. I mean, it might work, but it's not going to be at its peak and most potential, whatever. So think of seed to seal as Ollivander's wands, okay? So Ollivander believes a wand should be made with a magical core and a wood, and that wood then chooses the witch or wizard. All right, so I'm going to read straight from Pottermore, quote, "While there was initially substantial resistance to this revolutionary way of crafting wands, it swiftly became clear that Ollivander wands were infinitely superior to anything that had come before. His methods of locating wand woods and core substances, marrying them together and matching them to ideal owners," end quote, "is what set him apart from all the other wand makers, making him the best." So that is what seed to seal is. They're the only company where you can actually go and visit the farm yourself. And for me personally, that is a huge deal. I was actually able to go visit one of their lavender farms in Mona, Utah this year, and I got to plant a lavender. His name was Adam. I am upset with myself because when I planted Adam, I did not do a drop pin on my phone, so I have no idea where he is located, because when I go back next year to go visit him again, I want to see how much he's grown. So I don't know, maybe I'll be able to figure it out with like arrangements of my surroundings. I don't know. But Young Living has 9 farms that they own, and they also work with many other partner farms, and they make sure that the other farms they work with follow the seed to seal promise, okay? A couple of tips and red flags. So red flag number 1, if there is an expiration date on your essential oil bottle. Essential oils should not expire, okay? Think of them like a bottle of wine. If you keep it in a cool, dark place, it can last for forever. Red flag number 2, pay attention to what it smells like, okay? So every batch of oil should smell differently. The environment affects the smell of the essential oil, which means how much sun, wind, rain, the soil, whatever Mother Nature is feeling at that time affects the smell of the essential oil. But it does not affect the chemical constituents of that plant. So lavender shouldn't have a hint of vanilla, and peppermint shouldn't smell like a candy cane. A bottle of lavender that you got a year ago should smell completely different than a bottle of lavender you got yesterday. And you want that, like that's really important, because when it smells the same, that's an indication that it's been industrially processed on a large scale rather than in small batches, right? And red flag number 3, which I believe is the most important, is if there is no scientific name of the plant on the bottle. There are different types of lavenders. You want to know what kind you're using, okay? Are you using Lavandula angustifolia, or are you using lavandin? Know what you're using. Know what you're smelling, okay? When it just says lavender, that is a huge sign that it's been messed with, okay? So don't be Hermione in Chamber of Secrets when she thinks that she grabs Millicent Berstrude's hair to put in her polyjuice potion, when she actually grabs her cat hair, okay? Like, you want to know what you're putting in your polyjuice potion so that you know who you turn into. Same thing goes for the oils. You want to know what you're using, all right? There are 4 categories that essential oils fall into, okay? The first one is grade A, which is therapeutic grade. These are organically grown and then steam distilled at low temperatures or cold pressed. Okay, they contain the optimal level plant compounds. This is your full animal form Patronus, all right? Grade B is food grade. So these may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, and or carrier oils. So this is like the white smoke of your Patronus, but it doesn't have an actual animal form. It's just like white smoke. Kind of think of it like on Lupin when he sent the Dementors away on the train. That's what it is. Grade C are perfume oils. So these are typically what you're gonna find in health food stores, right? They contain adulterated chemicals, usually a solvent like hexane to pull out more of the oil during distillation. Solvents are cancerous, so super important. They can also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. So this is the equivalent of like slithers of white smoke or sparks coming out of your wand when you're trying to create a Patronus, okay? And then the last one is grade D, which is floral trash water. So this is a byproduct of grade A distillation. So whenever an essential oil is distilled, oil floats on top of water, yeah? So you take that oil out and you put it in the bottle. That water that has like the residue of the oil from it, that is the trash water, okay? That's what a lot of companies use and put it in little bottles and then slap a label on it that says pure or organic, and they sell it to stores. And the reason they can do this is because the FDA says that only 5 to 10% of a bottle has to be essential oils. So that's kind of creepy. You may think that you're using something that's pure and organic when in reality it's filled with chemicals or it's diluted with alcohols. So this is the equivalent of saying expecto patronum without a happy thought. Nothing's gonna happen, okay? So in Prisoner of Azkaban, remember when Harry is trying to fight off all the Dementors who are trying to attack Sirius, and he like starts yelling at Hermione. He's like, Hermione, say expecto patronum with me. And she's saying it, but she has no clue what she's doing. That's your grade D oil, okay? So Young Living does 8 different tests on each batch of oil that they use. And they also third-party test them to make sure that their oils are at their optimum, okay? So before we get into the starter kit, a couple of safety tips. You do not want to put essential oils in your eyes, ears, or private areas. You always want to dilute with the carrier oil for children, or if you have sensitive skin, or if your skin reacts to certain oils. There are hot oils. So what hot oils mean, just think of it like a jalapeno pepper and a bell pepper. Both are peppers, but one is spicy. Essential oils work the same way. There are some essential oils that are hot and some that aren't. So you want to use a carrier oil, which is that coconut, olive, all those other oils that we mentioned earlier, to kind of help calm it down. Don't use water, okay? It's gonna make it worse. Citrus oils are photosensitive. So this means that if you put a citrus oil like orange or lemon or grapefruit on your skin, and then you decide to go sunbathe outside, you're gonna blister up. Yeah, citrus oils don't mix well with the sun. They are also very powerful, so you do not want to drink citrus oils or any oils, as a matter of fact, just to be on the safe side, in plastic cups or water bottles. You only want to drink them out of stainless steel and glass because they will degrade the plastic. Start low, go slow, use reference materials, read the labels. I mean, use your better judgment here, okay? All right, so on to the essential oils. Okay, lavender is gonna be the first one. If you're a Hufflepuff, put a yellow heart in the comments. All right, so everyone loves lavender. So there are so many different uses. It's called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. It's known for its calming and relaxing aroma. Think of it as Newt Scamander is the perfect example. So like his little case that he carries around with him, it's small, but it's so powerful. Like that's what lavender is. And I use lavender in my bath every week to kind of just help calm me down. The next one is Peppermint Vitality. If you're a Ravenclaw, blue hearts. Yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw. Okay. So this is Hermione's oil. And before any of you go on and say, well, Hermione is a Gryffindor, go read the books. Okay, I have to explain this because this is going to bother me. So in the books, Hermione says that the Sorting Hat had a hard time deciding if she belonged in Gryffindor or Ravenclaw, and ultimately decided to put her in Gryffindor. So this is also why the peppermint is Hermione's oil, because she could have been a Ravenclaw. But peppermint helps with mental focus and cognitive function, okay? It's also really good for athletes to help boost their workouts and their exercises. It's really great for digestive support too. I put 2 drops of peppermint vitality in my shake every morning. I also add this into my Essential Rewards order a lot because I use it a lot. Okay. Lemon Vitality is next. If you're a Slytherin, green hearts in the comments. This is your oil. Okay, and this helps with clarity of thought. All right, so I have a foam cup. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but oh no. Okay, so lemon is super powerful, but it's gentle at the same time. All right, I don't know how well you can see this. Do you see how it degraded the foam? Okay, that's how powerful lemon is. So the reason why I picked it as Slytherin's oil is because even though it is a gentle oil, it can also be very vicious if you use it on, you know, like the wrong ingredients or whatever. Just like if you rub a Slytherin the wrong way, they could be like your worst enemy, aka Malfoy. So I think of Slytherin as Professor Slughorn, okay? So very nice, but he's also armed with all this knowledge of powerful potions that could ultimately kill someone. I put lemon vitality in my water every single day so that they can destroy those free radicals like they just destroyed that piece of foam. It's on my Essential Rewards order every month. Next one is frankincense. So if you're Gryffindor, red hearts, this is your oil. So this is one of the oldest essential oils known to mankind, I believe. It is known as the holy anointing oil in the Middle East. So this is Harry's oil because Harry is the chosen one. I figured holy anointing oil, chosen one, you know, they kind of go hand in hand. It's a very uplifting and grounding essential oil. Really good for meditation, and it's really good for your skin too. So I combine frankincense with my moisturizer in the morning and night so I can have nice skin. Okay, next is purification. So this is the house elves oil, all right? This gets rid of anything that smells bad, okay? So just like how the house elves, they clean Hogwarts without being seen by anyone, and they make all this wonderful stuff, that's what your purification oil does for you, okay? It has citronella, lemongrass, rosemary, Melaleuca alternifolia, which is tea tree, lavandin, and myrtle, all combined. I actually have a DIY bed spray that I made because I love my dogs, but they kind of stink, and I don't want my bed smelling like that. So I spray my bed every day in the morning and at night with it. I also make toilet bombs with this oil. It's super fun. Okay, the next one is Thieves Vitality. So this is Madame Pomfrey's oil. It contains clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary. All right, this oil is perfect for boosting and supporting the immune system. That's why it's Madame Pomfrey's oil, because she's going to take care of you. So this oil is going to take care of you. It has a really nice spicy smell. If you're wanting your home to smell like Christmas all year long and you don't want to use candles, Thieves is the way to go, okay? So instead of destroying your body with synthetic fragrances, you can support it with Thieves essential oil. Like I said, there is the Thieves Starter Kit if you want to target living a chemical-free lifestyle first. Think of it as having like a bunch of little Madame Pomfreys everywhere in your home to protect you and make sure you're healthy. This is also one of the oils that I use in the toilet bombs that I make. All right. The next one is Copaiba. So this is Professor McGonagall's oil. I had a really hard time trying to decide who this oil would belong to, and I finally decided on McGonagall. This is the hidden gem of the premium starter kit. Just like how I personally think Professor McGonagall is the backbone of Hogwarts, without her, Hogwarts would just fall apart. Like I get Dumbledore is, you know, like the all-being and whatnot, but I really think McGonagall is what supports and sticks Hogwarts together. So it promotes overall wellness, and I feel like that's what McGonagall does for Hogwarts. This oil does that for your body. It supports the body's natural response to injury and irritation. You can only get Copaiba from Young Living, just like there's only one McGonagall at Hogwarts, okay? I throw this little one in my bath as well every week. All right, the next one is RC, which stands for respiratory care. So this is Professor Sprout's oil. It contains spruce, cypress, myrtle, marjoram, pine, peppermint, lavender, and then 3 types of eucalyptus. So remember how I said there are different types of plants? 3 types of eucalyptus in RC, okay? And I made this one Professor Sprout's oil because I figured she would be the one who could distinguish between the 3 eucalyptuses? What's the plural for that? I don't know. Between the 3 different eucalyptus, the easiest. So this is her oil. I put this in my car diffuser to help with my doggies when we go on car rides. It also smells really good. Okay, next is Digize Vitality. So this is Ron, Crave, and Goyle's oil. This helps with digestion and anything tummy related. So just like how Ron, Crave, and Goyle are always eating, they need some Digize in their life because they're probably going to the bathroom a lot. It's a blend of tarragon, juniper, anise, ginger, fennel, patchouli, peppermint, and lemongrass essential oils. It doesn't smell the best, but it does amazing things. I also add this to my shakes in the morning. All right. Next is Panaway. So this is Hagrid's oil. Oh, Hagrid. Everyone loves Hagrid. This combines peppermint, wintergreen, clove, and helichrysum. So the reason why this is Hagrid's oil is because Hagrid is the gamekeeper of Hogwarts, okay? He is always lifting and carrying stuff, and because he is half giant, like, people just expect him to just carry all the heaviest things around. So I figured, you know, Hagrid is probably sore a lot, and he needs to, you know, help his muscles, and that's what Panaway does, okay? Now, last but not least, you are probably wondering, what is the chocolate to your Dementors? I introduce you to Stress Away. Okay, this is your chocolate. This combines lime, vanilla, copaiba, lavender, acacia, and cedarwood essential oils. I practically bathe in this oil. Like, I actually do. I put this in my bath every week. I diffuse it in my car because people are crazy and they don't know how to drive. So, you know, I need some Stress Away. And my dogs actually have their own Stress Away roll-on that I make before we go on walks to help them kind of like calm down and just relax. It's one of my favorites. I don't know what I would do without it. So all of those oils are included in the premium starter kit along with a free diffuser. They have 2 other diffusers that are an extra add-on if you wanted to get those. They're just a little bit fancier. And there is another, I guess it would be the 4th diffuser that is also free. But I recommend the one that I just showed you because you can change the light and whatnot. So wellness is multidimensional and so is magic. Young Living offers different product categories that can enhance every aspect of your life. Like I mentioned earlier, they have over 500 products. So there is something for everyone, like for kids, elders, pets, like literally everything. I've actually, they just came out with a makeup line too, like this year, and I love their makeup. It stays on my face without making my skin look greasy and oily. It's fantastic. But yeah, so what makes their products so awesome is that they put essential oils in every single product. So, and they do this without compromising their seed to seal promise. So imagine having little Patronuses in every single product that you're using. It's fantastic. It's like the best decision ever. And it makes transitioning to a green life so much easier. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can answer any questions real quickly before I close out. Are there any questions in particular? No? Okay. If you do have questions, feel free to just private message me or text me if you have my number, whichever, and I'll help you out. So I really hope that this information about essential oils was easy to understand with the help of Harry Potter. It really comes down to choosing a better life and a healthier life for ourselves and our families. And remember, things don't happen overnight. So disease and organ failure don't happen overnight. Everything you do either fights disease or contributes to it. Just like everything Harry, Hermione, and Ron did led to the defeat of Voldemort. Yeah? So start making small changes and keep working on them every single day. Like, imagine if Harry had never asked Lupin for help, or if he had stopped looking for the Horcruxes. Yeah? Like, the books would have sucked. Maybe not. I don't know. Actually, that is something to ponder about. I wonder what the books would have been like. But that defeats the purpose. Just know in yourself that this is a change that is only going to be better for you in the long run. Having all of these little Patronuses all over your home, breathing them in, putting them on your skin, even cooking with them, drinking them, it really makes a difference in fighting those Dementors and Voldemort, which are your free radicals, every day. So some parting words of wisdom from a Ravenclaw. This might sound a little harsh, but stop making excuses, okay? Instead of saying you don't have time, you don't have money, you don't have whatever, just say it's not a priority, okay? We all find time and money for the things that we want or have to do. Be honest with yourself and just say, da-da-da is not a priority in my life right now, because the bottom line is, like, that's the truth. You could technically take a vacation for 3 months and, you know, lose your job. That is an option, but you're not going to choose it, right? So just say it's not a priority, because when we make excuses, we create limiting beliefs for ourselves, which do so much damage to our happiness in the long run, all right? So if you'd like to begin your new magical journey with essential oils, I posted the link to get your Hogwarts letter, which is your starter kit, to the video. And if someone invited you to this Facebook Live event, please ask them if they're already on this journey so that you can be a part of their house. If they're not, and both of you would like to be a part of my house, which, by the way, we're called All I Do Is Win Oils. I love puns. I'd be happy to help you. So my personal member number is 3173583. It's already entered in the link that I provided for this video, so you don't have to worry about remembering or messing it up. You need to have a referral member number to get your Hogwarts letter, which is your kit. Otherwise, you'll be an orphan in the Young Living system, and I don't want that. So let me be the Sirius to your Harry. I'll be your godparent you never met until today. But if you have any more questions, feel free to message me, and I'll be honored to help. Once you get your kit, you can always come back and watch this video again to refresh your memory, so be sure to save it. And of course, you know, feel free to share the video with anyone else if you believe that they would benefit from essential oils too, and you don't really know how to talk to it about it, and they love Harry Potter, just, you know, send them this video. But thanks again for watching. Have a magical evening, all right? Bye.